Welcome to the Fluent Fiasco. Today, we're questioning whether language apps are linguistic lifesavers or just digital snake oil. So, Dr. Parker, are these apps actually helping people speak fluently, or are we all just collecting virtual badges like Pokemon cards?
Honestly, most apps are like the gym memberships you buy in January full of promise, but you're fluent in excuses by February. A 2022 MIT study found only 4% of app users reached conversational proficiency. Turns out, leveling up a cartoon owl doesn't make you fluent in Spanish.
So, you're saying my 400-day Duolingo streak is as meaningful as my Tamagotchi's high score? Ouch. But what about all those clever spaced repetition algorithms? Don't they at least turn language learning into a science?
Gamification is like putting sprinkles on broccoli. Sure, you might take a bite, but you're still not eating a balanced meal. The dopamine hits from streaks and gems might keep you logging in, but a 2021 study from EdTech Insiders showed retention drops off a cliff after the novelty wears off.
So, in the end, we're just digital hamsters spinning in a brightly colored wheel. But do any apps actually teach you to speak? Or is it all just parroting phrases like a well-trained parrot?
Most apps focus on recognition, not production. You end up knowing how to say, "Where is the library?" but freeze when someone answers. It's like training for a marathon by watching YouTube videos of people running.
Let's talk about the much-hyped speech recognition features. Is AI really listening? Or is it just pretending to understand my mumbling with the enthusiasm of a tired Starbucks barista?
AI tutors are often like those teachers who nod along but haven't heard a word you said. A 2023 Consumer Reports analysis found that most language app AI can't distinguish between bread and dread if you have even a hint of an accent. So, if you're not a robot, good luck being understood.
So basically, if you want to be fluent in talking to your phone, these apps have you covered. For actual humans, not so much.
Apps love throwing endless vocabulary lists at you, as if memorizing 500 fruit names will make you fluent. Newsflash: you'll be able to order every melon in the market, but can't ask for the bathroom without Google Translate.
So you're saying my brain is basically a fruit salad at this point, with zero conversational dressing? How did apps get so fixated on quantity over quality?
It's easier to track progress with numbers. Learned one, 0 words. Sounds great, but without context, you're just a walking dictionary, not a communicator.
Let's not forget grammar. Are these apps clearing up confusion or leaving users caught in a web of rules and exceptions, like English teachers on a caffeine binge?
Most apps' grammar sections feel like IKEA instructions. Technically accurate, but you still end up with 3 extra parts and no idea how to use them. Users report that explanations are often oversimplified, or worse, outright cryptic.
So the only thing I'm assembling is a pile of grammatical regrets. Lovely.
Fluency isn't just words and grammar, it's knowing why you shouldn't call your boss amigo in Mexico. Most apps ignore cultural nuance, so you might ace the vocab, then accidentally insult someone's grandmother at dinner.
Great. So after months of daily practice, I'm ready to be the star of my own international incident. Why do apps skimp on the cultural side anyway?
It's hard to code for culture. Algorithms can't teach you not to kiss the wrong number of cheeks in France. That's why travelers with app-based fluency often sound like they learned from a malfunctioning GPS.
Let's address the ultimate test talking to real people. Are app-trained learners ready for the wild, unpredictable world of human interaction? Or is it stage fright meets word salad?
Most learners freeze when faced with actual conversation. A 2020 Cambridge survey showed 78% of app users struggled to hold a basic chat abroad. Apparently, no app prepares you for someone talking faster than your app's turtle mode.
So, unless my Spanish-speaking friends agree to talk like Siri on a bad connection, I'm doomed. Fantastic.
Accent training on apps is like learning to dance from a PowerPoint. You might nail the steps, but you'll never pass for local. Most apps overcorrect your pronunciation until you sound like a Bond villain.
So, I'll be perfectly understood by cyborgs and absolutely no one else. Any hope for sounding less like a confused GPS navigation system?
Real accent improvement comes from mimicking real humans, not AI. Unless your travel plans involve fooling voice recognition security, don't count on apps for a natural accent.
Some apps boast chatbots and pen pal features. Is messaging with strangers online a breakthrough, or just another opportunity to be left on read in two languages, no less?
Chatbots are as emotionally responsive as tech software. As for pen pal features, unless you enjoy ghosting and being ghosted, don't expect deep connections. A 2023 Polyglot Network study found only 8% of users kept up conversations for more than a week.
So, my best pen pal so far is an AI named Lingobot. That's bleak.
Fluency in 30 days is the diet pill of language learning. Real fluency still requires human interaction, embarrassment, and at least one awkward exchange involving a bathroom emergency.
So, the apps are like magic, beans grow your hopes, but you're still stuck at the bottom of the beanstalk. Any last wisdom for our listeners before they throw their phones out the window?
Use apps as a supplement, not a solution. If you want to sound human, try talking to them. And remember, the only thing you can truly become fluent in overnight is disappointment.
Welcome to Buyer's Remorse, where we dissect the fine art of spending money you don't have on things you don't need. Dr. Harris, why do we keep impulse buying, knowing full well it's a shortcut to poverty with a side of shame?
It's all about dopamine, really. When you spot that 40% off neon toaster, your brain lights up like Times Square, convincing you it's a life or death necessity. Retail therapy? More like retail anesthesia.
So we're basically lab rats pressing the spend button for a crumb of happiness. Are marketers just wizards, or are we all that gullible?
A little of both. Marketers use scarcity tactics and flashy countdowns because nothing says wise decision like a digital clock bullying you into bankruptcy.
Let's transition to the virtual battlefield, online shopping carts. Why do we fill them with 900 worth of stuff only to abandon them like last year's resolutions?
It's classic commitment phobia. You love the thrill of adding items, but the second shipping fees appear, you're out. In fact, Baymart Institute reports a 70% cart abandonment rate, so congratulations, you're statistically average.
So our shopping carts are graveyards for products we never really wanted?
Exactly. It's the digital equivalent of window shopping, but with more existential dread and promo code FOMO.
Now, let's talk price anchoring. Why does seeing a $499 price slash to $299 make us feel like we just outsmarted Jeff Bezos himself?
Anchoring manipulates your sense of value. You focus on the fake original price, not the item's actual worth. It's like convincing yourself you saved money by spending it, a financial paradox worthy of a Nobel Prize in denial.
So those limited time offers are just psychological traps?
Absolutely. You're not saving $200, you're just $299 poorer and now own a Bluetooth banana slicer.
Speaking of financial nightmares, let's discuss subscriptions. Why do we sign up for things like gym memberships and never cancel, even though our only exercise is running away from responsibilities?
It's called the sunk cost fallacy. You think, well, I already paid for it, so I'll go, someday. Reality check. The only thing getting a workout is your bank account. According to Statista, 63% of subscriptions go unused for months.
So our laziness is literally profitable for the fitness industry?
Absolutely. Gyms bank on you never showing up. Your guilt is their revenue stream.
Let's pivot to the spectacle of unboxing videos. Why do millions watch strangers open boxes online? Are we that desperate for secondhand excitement?
Unboxing is the ASMR of capitalism. It's performance art meets consumer cult. Viewers get a dopamine hit without spending a dime. Unless they inevitably buy the product themselves, then it's a pyramid scheme with cardboard.
So we're outsourcing our buyer's remorse too?
Exactly. If you regret your purchase, at least you got a YouTube view out of it.
Let's address the myth of retail therapy. Can shopping really cure sadness, or is it just emotional duct tape?
Retail therapy is like putting a Band-Aid on a leaky dam. A 2022 survey found 62% of people felt instant gratification, but only 7% said it improved their mood long term. It's less therapy and more temporary amnesia.
So shopping is basically the emotional equivalent of eating ice cream for breakfast?
Exactly, except your credit card bill won't melt away in the sun.
Let's talk about the inevitable hangover, buyer's remorse. Why does the thrill of clicking buy now dissolve into regret faster than milk in July?
Because anticipation is always better than reality. Studies show 52% of online shoppers regret purchases within 24 hours. The only thing more disappointing than your order is the shipping delay that comes with it.
Is there any cure beyond returning everything and pretending it never happened?
Sure, but it's called self-control, and apparently it's out of stock everywhere.
Switching gears, let's roast tech purchases. Why do we keep buying smart devices we barely know how to use?
Tech is the modern snake oil. That smart fridge that texts you about your expired milk? It's a 2-0 guilt trip. According to Deloitte, 47% of consumers admit to underusing the features of their gadgets.
So we're living in a Black Mirror episode just with more blinking lights and firmware updates?
Exactly. At this point, our gadgets are smarter than we are and probably plotting our financial downfall.
Let's interrogate the herd mentality. Why do we need 1,000 five-star reviews before buying a 10 phone case?
Social proof turns rational adults into sheep. If Karen from Ohio loves it, we must too. A Nielsen study showed 92% of people trust recommendations over ads. So, congratulations, your wallet is at the mercy of strangers' opinions.
So we're outsourcing our decision-making to the internet mob?
Absolutely. If the crowd jumps off a bridge, we'll buy a GoPro to film it first.
Finally, let's roast sustainable shopping. Are eco-friendly labels just a new way to charge us more for the same stuff? Or are we actually saving the planet one overpriced tote bag at a time?
Green marketing is capitalism in a recycled wrapper. A 2023 study showed 68% of products labeled eco have no verifiable sustainability claims. But hey, at least your bamboo toothbrush can compost along with your savings.
So our green guilt is just another sales tactic?
Precisely. Saving the planet, one impulsive purchase, an empty wallet at a time.
Let's face it, being fluent on Discord is less about grammar and more about surviving the emoji apocalypse. Max, how does someone become fluent in Discord speak? Does it involve a secret handshake or just memorizing obscure memes?
Honestly, it's about learning to interpret hieroglyphics disguised as GIFs and reacting with lightning speed. Forget English classicif, you can decipher a wall of Pepe emojis, you're halfway to Discord fluency.
So, is there an official Discord Rosetta Stone, or do people just absorb this chaos by osmosis?
It's pure survival of the fittest. Newcomers are thrown into the deep end, and only the ones who master the at everyone tag without causing riots truly adapt. Think of it like learning to dodge verbal landmines in a high-speed chat room.
Jumping between threads on Discord is like Olympic hurdling, except the hurdles are inside jokes and cryptic abbreviations. Max, how do people keep up with a dozen conversations at once without their brains melting?
Multitasking on Discord is basically training for the CIA. You need tabs open, alerts muted, and a PhD in context clues. Miss a beat, and suddenly you're 3 inside jokes behind, and everyone's typing F for your social life.
Has anyone ever actually caught up on 0 unread messages? Or is that just a myth perpetuated by Discord support staff?
If someone claims they read every message, they're either a bot or a liar. Most of us just scroll to the latest meme and pretend we were there all along. It's the Discord way.
Moving to voice channels is like entering a virtual Thunderdome awkward silences, mysterious background noises, and that one guy breathing into his mic. Max, why does talking on Discord voice feel like defusing a bomb?
Because one wrong word and you're immortalized in someone's soundboard forever. Plus, nothing says community like 12 people talking over each other while one guy's dog barks in stereo.
Is there a secret to surviving those voice chats? Or is it just a matter of yelling louder than everyone else?
Volume helps, but the real trick is muting yourself and nodding like you're contributing. Nobody can see you, but hey, it's the thought that counts.
Let's talk bots, the only residents who never sleep, eat, or stop spamming game night reminders. Max, are bots making our lives easier, or are we just one update away from a robot uprising?
Bots started as helpful assistants, but now they're more like over-caffeinated hall monitors. Sure, they manage roles and play music, but step out of line and MEE6 will publicly shame you for spamming caps.
Is there a bot for handling existential dread when you realize a script is running your social life?
Not yet, but give it time. Soon we'll have bots that ping us when we're being too awkward. Or worse, when we haven't posted a meme in 24 hours.
These days, expressing yourself on Discord means deploying the perfect emoji cocktail. Max, is there a secret algorithm to choosing the right emoji, or is it just social roulette?
It's a high-stakes gamble. One wrong emoji, and you're exiled to the cringe zone. It's like a Rorschach test, except instead of ink blots, it's anime faces and frogs in various emotional states.
Do you think future historians will be able to decipher our conversations, or will they just assume we worshipped cartoon fruit?
Honestly, they'll think we communicated exclusively in hieroglyphs and memes, which, to be fair, isn't that far from the truth.
Assigning roles on Discord is like running a medieval kingdom everyone's fighting for power, but only one gets the admin crown. Max, what's with the obsession over roles?
Roles are pure status symbols. The second someone gets a custom color or a shiny title, they're basically royalty. Meanwhile, the rest of us peasants just pray for an upgrade from lurker to trusted.
Have you ever seen a role drama escalate to full-on civil war? Or is that just a rite of passage?
Oh, it's inevitable. One misplaced mod privilege and suddenly you've got coups, uprisings, and more drama than a reality TV season finale.
Let's talk gadgets polls, music bots, leveling systems. Are these community gadgets elevating our Discord experience or just distracting us from the existential void?
Honestly, some are game changers. Others are just digital fidget spinners fun for 5 minutes, then forgotten. A 2022 study showed that 67% of servers add gadgets they never use again, like a graveyard of failed features.
Do you think there's a gadget overload? Or are we not distracted enough yet?
At this point, the only thing we're missing is a gadget that reminds us to log off. Until then, I say bring on the widgets at least. They're doing more than half the mods.
Ever tried finding a specific message in a Discord server? It's like searching for Atlantis, except with more NSFW tags. Max, why is channel organization always a disaster?
Because every server admin thinks they're an architect until their channel list looks like a digital IKEA instructions manual. By the time you find announcements, you've aged 3 years and accidentally joined a Minecraft voice chat.
Is there any hope, or should we just embrace the chaos and start using smoke signals?
At this point, I say give up and let the bots decide. Maybe they'll invent a search function that actually works. Until then, may the odds be ever in your favor.
Moderating a Discord server is like herding caffeinated cats. Max, what's it like trying to keep order when everyone's one meme away from anarchy?
It's a losing battle. You issue one warning and suddenly you're the villain in everyone's DMs. Meanwhile, the trolls multiply like gremlins after midnight.
Do monologues actually deter chaos? Or are they just digital diaries for future therapy sessions?
Honestly, mod logs are just there so you can say, see? I tried. The real deterrent is public humiliation via bot announcement. Nothing chills the mood like userown123 muted for spamming all caps.
Let's finish with etiquette. Max, does anyone actually read the rules? Or is Discord just a lawless wasteland where common sense goes to vacation?
The only rule anyone remembers is don't be a jerk, and even that's open to interpretation. Most people skim the rules like they're agreeing to terms and conditions for selling their soul.
Any tips for surviving the Discord jungle without stepping on a social landmine?
Always lurk before you leap, never at everyone unless you have a death wish, and remember, the mute button is your best friend. If all else fails, just blame the bots.